It looked like Caitlin Clark just gifted her entire team her signature merch, but it wasn't just the team. Every fan that shows up to Gamebridge tonight will get the first release of Caitlin Clark's signature merchandise. About the Indiana Fever not showing love to Caitlin Clark, because to me, it took too long. Well, guess what, guys? Now we all know why it took.
The basketball world just saw one of the biggest meltdowns in WNBA history, and it reeks of jealousy and desperation. Caitlin Clark's new Nike signature logo just dropped, and the response has been massive. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is in Chicago, stuck watching Caitlin Clark dominate every headline, post, and conversation. Reese has spent years trying to compete with Clark, but now she's forced to watch her break every marketing record in women's basketball.
Gamebridge. Gamebridge is now a Caitlin Clark thing. There's now a whole Caitlin Clark thing outside of Gamebridge itself. I expect shirts on every single seat once her apparel is out. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. I would hope they do something, but I have no idea.
Nike didn't just give Caitlin Clark a logo. They built a phenomenon. The double C design is everywhere. On billboards, trending across social media, and selling out faster than Beyoncé tickets. This isn't just merchandise, it's cultural takeover. Caitlin Clark proved she's the queen of basketball marketing. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is likely scrolling her phone, wondering why her Reebok shoes can't even make a fraction of the impact.
I've been telling y'all to stay patient. I've been telling y'all that Nike takes their time, that A'ja Wilson's shoe deal was 2 years in the making, that Paige Beckers had PEs, not her own signature shoe, and that Caitlin Clark's was 100% coming. And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon with signature.
Nike introduced Caitlin Clark as a signature athlete with her new logo, and they're treating her like the superstar she is. The two interlocking C's and hidden third C symbolize her fan connection, confidence, relentless work ethic, and shooting range. Nike understands Caitlin Clark's influence goes far beyond basketball, which is why they're launching an entire line: shirts, hoodies, pants, premium gear. It all kicks off October 1st.
It's really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy all of it, it's like aura.
We love it! It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of it.
The numbers are brutal. Caitlin Clark's $28 million, 8-year Nike deal isn't just the biggest contract in women's basketball. It's Nike declaring dominance. Every Clark product sells out instantly, like gold. Fans line up at stores, crash websites, and even pay huge resale prices. Her jerseys don't just move units, they cause chaos. That's the power of Caitlin Clark's brand.
How do we have an Angel Reese shoe before a Caitlin Clark shoe? It's almost like Nike forgot about Caitlin Clark and just moved on to Juju, because they announced stuff about her signature shoe coming out in March with details of colorway, style, price, the whole 9 yards. And all they've done with Caitlin Clark is give her a colorway in the Kobe shoes and just calling them like the Caitlin Clark Kobe's. But even just that, they sold out in less than a minute. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy for Angel Reese. She got her signature shoe and was featured on the 2K26 cover with the signature shoes on, but I'm just
And here's where it stings. Angel Reese is sitting in her Chicago Sky uniform watching all this unfold, like staring at a 5-star meal through a window. She thought her Reebok deal was a game changer. With Shaquille O'Neal's help, she signed with Reebok and was promised a signature shoe line. At first, it looked like a bold move.
Was announced that Angel Reese will release her first ever signature sneaker with Reebok on September 18th. So it says the Angel Reese 1 Diamond Dust, made for the spotlight, available on 9/18. And as you can see here, it looks like there's 2 colorways that are going to be released: an all white colorway and a pink colorway. I love that all of the girls are releasing pink shoes. A'ja has a pink shoe, Sabrina has a pink shoe. But this is big news for Angel. And I know that we've been talking about the rookies and their signature shoes, and everyone has been waiting on.
Angel Reese believed her 2026 Reebok shoe would change everything. That was supposed to be her big moment. But Caitlin Clark just proved what real star power looks like. Clark's Nike collection launches October 1st, and her first Nike shoe drops in 2026, the same year as Angel Reese's. The difference? When Caitlin Clark makes an announcement, the internet explodes. Angel Reese's announcements barely make a ripple.
Angel Reese first signature shoe is set to release. It's set to release. Now, it's not a bad shoe. This is my only problem with it. The colorway. Like, I just feel like they could have had a little more fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially being that it's for the All-Star game. Like, why do a basic white shoe? Man, you could have did so much more to make this shoe pop. And y'all just like, nah, we just gonna do a regular white shoe.
Look at the receipts. Caitlin Clark's jersey sales ranked second in all basketball, including NBA players. She outsold LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Anthony Edwards. Her draft jersey was the fastest selling in any sport, gone in under an hour. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's merchandise? Still on shelves. Nike says Caitlin Clark's logo represents her shooting range, but in reality, her reach is global. She's redefining what superstar means.
Caitlin Clark is simply the talk of the internet today. Her and Taylor Swift broke the damn internet. Yes, bro. And for all the people that was hitting me up about Caitlin Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands. Guys, yeah, do you like, I'm a fashion guy. And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style, the luxury department style, almost a little bit getting out.
Angel Reese is hyping her AR Halo logo, but let's be real. The only halo in danger is over her career. No amount of halos can match Caitlin Clark's 2 Cs. Clark's Nike deal has worldwide impact. Fans in Europe, Asia, and South America buy her gear because greatness sells itself. That's the $28 million magnetism Nike saw in Caitlin Clark, and something Angel Reese just doesn't have.
She seeks that attention, right? And another thing is, it's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. Have y'all?
No.
So when you asking me like, yo, I get it, everybody's watching women's basketball now, who's the real reason? Well, yes, you are right. Reese has a small amount of that, right? But the other real credit goes to Caitlin. Not just because what she's doing outside the court and she's waving her hand, doing all that. It's because she's giving buckets in basketball, right? And she looks like Steph Curry. And that's simple.
The business side is staggering. Nike's gamble on Caitlin Clark is already paying off. Every time she wears her gear, it's news. Her All-Star jerseys in July 2024 sold out in 15 minutes. That's not just sales, that's a cultural event. Compare that to Angel Reese's Reebok deal, which feels like a participation trophy. Her shoes may come in 2026, but against Nike's full global push, Reebok looks small.
People are selling the new Caitlin Clark Kobe's for double, sometimes more than double what they actually paid for them. So it's been estimated there's about 13,000 of these shoes that were released from Nike, and literally within minutes, all sold out for about $190 a piece. People knew these were going to be hot, so resellers were picking them up on the cheap and now doubling and sometimes tripling their profits on a place like eBay. So if you were lucky enough to get a pair of these, put them up on eBay, you're going to sell them for around $350, $400 minimum, depending on the size. And that's just kind of the way it works right now with anything Caitlin Clark related. The stuff is really hot. Watch for Caitlin Clark stuff because it sells off the shelves, especially on eBay.
The timing couldn't be worse for Angel Reese. While the WNBA season winds down, Nike drops Caitlin Clark's logo and reminds everyone who runs women's basketball. Clark isn't even playing right now, yet she's still driving headlines. For Angel Reese, that's tough. Scrolling her phone, watching Caitlin Clark live the dream life she imagined for herself.
Caitlin Clark can't have anything without some negativity. Sports Illustrated posted this, but I actually read the article. It's just hater. He used random people's opinions on X and Twitter. Fans don't like her logo. No, you don't like the logo. You just found some random people that agree with your opinion. This is called confirmation bias. I can't stand people like that. What they do is they find anybody who confirms their bias. So what they do Google searches and things like that instead of just being objective. No, I think most people like the logo.
Caitlin Clark's global Nike reach is something Angel Reese can't compete with, no matter what Reebok tries. Nike has the power, the budget, and the network to make Clark a worldwide name. Even with Shaquille O'Neal leading Reebok basketball and Allen Iverson involved, they're decades behind. Nike moved first, dropped Caitlin Clark's logo, and captured the spotlight. The fans responded and chose Caitlin Clark.
You are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker. You're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail.
Caitlin Clark's new Kobe Bryant 5 sneaker sells out online in minutes. There hasn't been this much calamity over a white woman's shoe since Cinderella and the glass slipper.
At the end of the day, Angel Reese has a logo, but Caitlin Clark has something stronger, authentic fan loyalty that sells. Her brand is global, reaching Europe, Asia, South America, and Africa. Fans want Caitlin Clark's gear to feel connected to greatness. That's not something Reebok can fake. Right now, Angel Reese is probably scrolling, watching Clark's viral moments, and realizing real superstar power can't be manufactured.
My problem with Angel Reese is that when we talk about an attitude can make somebody unattractive, her attitude and just her demeanor really rubs me the wrong way. I'm not on the court, so maybe Caitlin Clark has said something crazy to Angel Reese. I have not heard it. Angel Reese, whenever she has the opportunity to throw a shot, she does, and she makes herself look like an ass. They're watching the WNBA because of one person. It's okay. A talented player, maybe you and Caitlin Clark would share the lead down the line, but most people are watching games because of Caitlin Clark.
To be fair, Angel Reese isn't fully to blame. Reebok just doesn't have the same global pull anymore. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal is president of Reebok basketball and Allen Iverson helps lead, but the company lags far behind Nike and Adidas. Signing Angel Reese was their rebuild move, but Nike dropping Caitlin Clark's logo became a cultural moment. And in culture, there's no debate. Caitlin Clark is the future of basketball.